Hello my dudes and welcome back to another video. Before we start, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the Reddit-based videos that we upload daily. With that out of the way, let's jump in. How can you tell whether you're in love with someone, or just in love with the idea of being in love? One of the thoughts I had was, could I be anywhere or in any situation, bad, embarrassing, sad, tense, happy, with family, friends, etc., and be with them? Would I want them there? Would I feel like I could get through, or be anywhere as long as they were by my side? Love is a companionship, a partner in crime. You feel like you're awake and you didn't even know you weren't awake before. They treat you with respect, and you treat them with respect. You want what's good for them, and will make sacrifices and compromises to achieve what's good. It's selfless, it's trusting them, it's being treated well, it's being supported, it's lifting each other up because you and they want to. It's going through life knowing they got your back, and you've got their backs. Knowing you'll never have to go through life alone. Lastly, you want life with them, you want them, you want it. Also, if something severe happened to the person, like extreme disfigurement, as in an accident, would you care? If not, it's way more physical based and not emotionally based. You don't really love them unconditionally if that sort of thing matters. The interesting thing I've found in my current relationship, is that I don't really have to ask her for any of this, which is something new, and refreshing. I just know she'd go to the end of the earth for me, and she knows I'd do the same for her. A small example of this was the other night. I wanted to show her how much I appreciate her with a gift. She's not as much of a flower person as I am, we're lesbians and she's more on the butch side, but I had it in my mind that I would get her some flowers and her favorite lottery scratcher. I came home with the flowers and come to find out, she'd also brought flowers home for me. The bouquets were even a little similar. All that to say, when it's right and you have found the right person, it just fits. Like snapping a puzzle piece into place. They meet your needs because they want to support you. And it's the warmest, softest place to be. You enjoy spending time with them now. You like their personality, characteristics, and values as they are. You're not looking to change them, or hoping some big gesture will magically improve everything. You're not waiting for the next step of commitment. I think in the most stable and healthy relationships, those big milestones are only affirmations of how you already feel, and not an expectation of how you would feel. I agree with this so much. My last relationship was 8 years of my ex pointing out every little flaw I had. It ended up being very detrimental to my mental health, and took me almost 3 years after the breakup to feel comfortable with myself. I'm currently in a very happy and healthy relationship with someone who laughs with me at my real flaws, and helps me change them. I know I'm in love with someone when I think about them and I feel nothing but everlasting joy and warmth. Looking back as a person who is in love now, I realize that I used to be in love with the idea of being in love when I would constantly obsess over what the other person was doing, or wonder how they felt about me, and overall just feel worried and sad on the inside. I realized I was in love with the idea of being in love when I knew that the other person caused me pain, but I continued wanting to love them anyway, disregarding my own needs, and letting it break me, all in hope that eventually it will get better. This is something I wish I'd known before I married my first husband. After we divorced and I found myself in a good relationship, I realized I was never in love with him. I just was in love with being with someone. The differences between my first marriage and second marriage show the difference between the two. First relationship started in high school. We had a lot of fun together, and were always doing something. He was always spending money to get me presents and take me places. But when we moved in together, it was boring. So we were always trying to find stuff to do and didn't know what to do with each other on days when we were just sitting around the house. He had some embarrassing ideas and dreams, and I used to try to talk him out of them because I was certain he'd fail. When he'd start trying to tell other people about them, I'd interrupt and try to change the subject. By the end of the marriage, we were basically roommates and hated each other. Second relationship started earlier than expected. My divorce wasn't finalized yet though we'd been separated for a while. At first, guy number 2 and I would go out to dinner and a movie. But settled into a nice rhythm of cooking each other dinner, and cuddling on the sofa. He held me while I cried after having to see my ex to settle the divorce terms. And he broke up with me. It devastated me, but all I wanted was for him to be happy, so I tried to move on. When we finally got back together, after a serious discussion about what went wrong, we settled right back into our old routine. He comes up with some embarrassing ideas and I just say yep, that's my husband, because one of the reasons I love him is his goofy attitude. When he has a dream, I support it no matter what and know he'd do the same for me. Most days are just going about our normal routine, grocery shopping, work, housework. And there's no one else I'd rather be putting away laundry with. That's all for today's video. Leave a comment below and tell us what you thought, and leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, until next time.